Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Best Life Health Show with Dr. Best Life. We have a special guest who is a child counselor, a physiotherapist before being a child
Child and
counselor,
adolescent.
adolescent counselor. So, we are here to do a practical demonstration of
How to
how to use the sanitary pads.
the right
This
way.
is the right way, how to use it the right way, so that this is just a continuation of our advocacy on menstrual hygiene. We celebrate menstrual hygiene, the World Menstrual Hygiene Day, on the 28th day of May. So this is a continuation of the advocacy of the campaign. So Ma, we would like you to demonstrate. I believe our wonderful teenagers are listening and they are watching to see the practical demonstration.
Okay, so the first thing to do is to wash your hands. Make sure your hands are clean before you apply and after.
Okay.
So you wash your hands before because you have to remove, especially if it's not the first time, you remove one to apply. So you wash your hands and then you open up the pad. For example, if it is this type. Now, depending on the person's flow, you can either use, most times they use the pink to show that it's for a light flow.
Okay.
This the bigger one for a heavy flow, and then somewhere in between is a panty liner that most women use on the last day. I think it's somewhere inside. Most times it's when you're done that you find it. The panty liner is usually used when it's just spotting towards the end. You're not seeing your period, but then you're wearing a pad, and sometimes you can be uncomfortable after, for those who have like 7 days of period. So you use a panty liner so that it does not stain the pants, especially. So the first thing is that you open up the pad. So your pants should be ready. This is our pants here, a very good cotton pants. And because lace pants can shift and then you don't want anything, so a full cotton pants is usually what is advised. Now remember, my hands are clean already.
Yeah.
So this is pants. You open up your pad. So it's pink. It shows that it's for a light flow.
Yes.
Then you find out which side is the head. So for this now, you can see that this side, the wider part is usually the back, and then the smaller part is usually the head. So you remove this one. This is the sticky part, this one.
Okay.
You remove it and put aside. So this is the first part that goes on the pad, just on this part. It goes this way. And then you press it down and then put this one to press. So most times, most girls are in a hurry. we don't even do all of this niceness when you're putting on the pad. Now, of late, we finally realized that for some girls, we just remove this little thing and we throw it away.
Okay.
But then we realized that when you turn this pad, you now see why I said you should wash your hand.
Okay.
Because somehow when you are doing this, you touch the surface unknowingly, especially if you are in a hurry. So it's always important to wash your hands so that this can go. So we open this pad, then you turn it around. So in this process, you can see that you are touching this. So this is going in on your body directly. So it has to be clean so that you say, it's not my body, but no, it's your body. So this goes behind. So when you turn it here, so what is being explained is that this one can come here.
Okay.
And then this one holds here.
Okay.
This one turns. Then this one comes into. And then it holds here. So now why a lot of young girls are doing this these days is because it will hold, most times when we come to pull off our pants, this gum here holds on tightly to the pant.
Okay.
So but then when this is on it this way, it's sticking. So this is holding it on both sides like this.
So that little white pepper has
Yes,
a furniture.
yes. So it's
But
just,
most people used to
yes,
throw
we
it away.
just throw it away. Now for some that don't like it, they say they hear a sound. So but if you are the type that doesn't want to hear any sound, for me I don't, but some say they don't like it, so you can just remove it and put it directly on your pants like this. Then you press it. But you can see I've removed it now, so it has made this weak. So the chances that this will shift is very high. And then some people have very heavy flow that they have to double the pad. That's another trick, because for those ones, they cut this pad, this other one, make a hole so that the blood drains to this one under, then they put it on top.
Okay.
That's the ones that do, or some put it across. like this. But then for some, because if you're not very good at doubling a part, it's better you just wear one and change it instead of doubling and then it's shifting and then you get stained. So this is the basic way. So whether you use this little part behind, or whether you don't use, do whatever you're most comfortable or you're more comfortable with. Understood?
Yeah, yeah, and I believe our audience, they have learned the trick, the best way
Yes.
to
So
apply your
the
sanitary pad.
bigger part goes behind, the smaller part goes on top. Then you wear the pants.
Wow,
Right.
that's clear enough. So thank you, man, for this,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
thank you, audience, for watching.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.